In this video, we are going to become the king of the beasts, Kaido, inside of One Fruit. Now, this is definitely one of the coolest villains inside of One Piece. Second only to Buggy the Clown. But his fruit in this game is absolutely amazing, but it's also incredibly difficult to get. Took me quite a while. So if you haven't already and you do enjoy this video, please drop a quick like and subscribe. It is free and it does help out the channel. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we have a lot to do if we want to do this. So in order for us to awaken Dragon, first of all, we have to have a Dragon Fruit, which we do have. But the main thing that we need is we need to get 315 Essence. Now, we can get 1 to 4 Essence every single round by default. And there is a 2.5% drop chance for the Essence. Now, if you actually want to run the round itself, we do have to head over to Flower Kingdom and defeat this Kaido boss right here. There is a 2.5% chance normally for him to drop a key. Let's see, do we get lucky? Not this time. A very low chance to get the keys. And after you do that, you just go talk to this NPC and you run the Dragon Awakening raid. Now, the intro is recorded after the Gear 5 update, but we did run a bunch of rounds before the update because there was a very good boost for us to run. Let's look at those rounds real quick. Okay, let's take a look at this raid. This boss has way too much health. Hopefully we can do it. I also recognize this map from somewhere. I wonder what it is. So how much health are we dealing with? Look at him. He's bald and shirtless with no abs. I gotta deal like almost 20 trillion to get minimum credit here because I'm running with somebody super powerful. At least for these early rounds. We'll see later. But we have to get so much essence. It's gonna be so much. And hey, we got 8 essence right off the bat. Awesome. That wasn't too bad. So there's a few different items yet again that we want to get. We want to get the weapon, the accessories, and then the bunch of essence. Over 300. Luckily for me, right now during these first, we have like 44 minutes of boosts. I used the rest of this like 4-hour boost duration on the operation video. And now we're just using the rest of it on Dragon because they're both really good. Max boost on all of them. Like, we literally can't get higher boost unless we had like one of the very few titles that give boost, which currently I don't. I might have CC at the beginning and after these clips because yet again, this is recorded before the update on Gear 5 being added. And oh, there we go. We got the 2 Kaido clubs. Well, it'll be 2 because there's double drop rate right now, but those are not supposed to be too bad. I'll test the damages later. And hey, and the 16 there. Awesome. Actually getting lucky with this because of all the drop rate boost. Nothing. Oh, we got 2 of his clothing. Nice. Nothing. 12. Awesome. 8 and also his cape. Awesome. I don't remember last time I got an item and S's at the same time. Normally it's either or, and normally neither as the third hidden option. I think I'm missing 1 set of his outfit now. 16, awesome. Nothing. Wow, 32 that time, amazing. Nothing. 8, and also the last item I need, awesome. All accessories acquired. We're also at 100 essence. Okay, we're almost a third of the way. It's very sad seeing triple digits, but only being a third. My lord. 4, nothing. 24, amazing. Another 24 right after. Oh my lord. Another 24. 3 in a row. That's insane. And the streak is broken. And nothing. I think the boost has ended. And yeah, the event's bad. Probably going to wait for another event just because of how helpful they are. And for some reason, the really good ones like Operation and Dragon are super available most of the time. I think they forced them to be active at some points. Okay, there we go. So now we're caught up to where we are in the present. Now, I did a bunch of grinding of the Kaido boss, the one that drops the keys, and I have 64 keys right now. We also have 176 essence. So we're already over halfway there. That is amazing. Now, I did do some research. I did some testing to see if I could raise my damage, and there's 2 things we're gonna do. First of all, if you head over to the Fishman Island, there is a Brook boss, Soul King, and if you defeat him, we can get ourselves a shark guitar here, which I already have. I rejoined a bunch of public servers till I got it. And this, if you get the item and you unlock King music on it, it gives me a damage increase. Everything's a bit stronger with this. So it's gonna make everything stronger, like our fighting style and also our vampire fruit. And in addition, I said I was gonna test it earlier, but I've already tested it. The Kaido club is actually way better than my Pegasus swords. I'm very glad we managed to get this already. I mean, we already have all the drops except for the essence, but it does a ton of damage. But also, if I go ahead and press B for Conqueror's Aura, it is another buff. So if we use that King music, Awakened hybrid form on the vampire, and also demon legs, we will deal a ton of damage. I'll test the damage in a moment, but with the new update, they raised level cap and also the stat cap. So right now we are max level again, 62,000. I did some grinding overnight. And if I go to my stat page, I've already maxed out defense, devil fruit, and sword, the main things that matter. I also have armament and conquerors max too, so we deal more damage with that also. Observation is getting there. Gun is still super, super low. It doesn't deal much damage anyway, so I wasn't bothering as much. And then my strength is getting there. It's 4,000 away. Well, 3,400, but not doing too bad. But before we test the damage, mainly because I'm waiting for Mihawk to spawn in so I can just do a damage test, because nothing else has enough health. But I am currently using the Sun God set for my drop rate. So as you can see, it gives me a bunch of just different things, including a ton of defense, sword damage, just pure damage, crit chance, crit damage. I get PvE damage. But most importantly, I get myself drop rate and luck. And the main thing we're looking at is drop rate. Now, the Kaido essence, every single round, I can get 2 to 8 with my Game Pass. Sometimes more if the luck ticks, because the luck like doubles how much you get or something. 50% chance to do so. But by default, if you're running a boost and you have the Game Pass for luck, that 2.5% chance for essence turns into a 10% chance, which is pretty good. Then with Human V2, which I'm using, is an extra 30%, so 13%. Then with the 40% we get from the Sun Guard armor, that 13% turns into a 18.2%. And because I am a YouTuber, I do get access to essentially a weaker version of the D title, content creator, which gives even more stats, as you can see. But I get a 30% drop rate from this. I will be using this, because otherwise this video would literally take me a week. But with that, I have a 23.6% chance every single round to get essence. Now, if I'm extra lucky and I manage to get an event, let's say a 1.5 times boost, that turns into a 35% chance. And for lucky with a 2 times boost, it's a 47% on drop rate. That is insane. But my max damage I was using beforehand was roughly like, let's say 9.4 trillion damage. And that was with like Zoro's setup and all that. This does let me deal more damage. This thing's actually so busted. I think it's actually too good, to be fair, considering there's nothing in the base game that actually gets anywhere near this. I do need to use it, though, because otherwise this video's never... if I didn't have this, I wouldn't be doing this. Just to put in perspective, I would not be grinding for Dragon if I didn't have this set up. It would take way too long, and I would just do other videos instead. But if I go ahead, I was dealing like 9.4 trillion damage in a single burst beforehand, but with our brand new weapon setup and all the new accessories. Actually, I gotta wait for Conquerors. Whoops, 1 second. We can deal with our weapon alone, by the way. Let's just spam all these, not the last ability. The weapon alone deals 9 trillion, so I'm already beating my damage. But if I go ahead and use everything else alongside it, even the gun, because it does a little bit of damage, we can deal 21.6 trillion damage in a single burst. So by just equipping the shotgun and the weapon, our damage goes up by almost double. Let's say like 50% increase, because we also have the damage increases from this and also the title. But so we'll be fighting Kaido while dealing 20 trillion damage in a single burst. I can also reasonably do Mihawk grinding 2 now, but I'm gonna wait to do it. I want to get Dragon first. I think Dragon is supposed to be even more powerful. We'll have to see. I know it's kind of cheating having this, but like it's even then, like that, the 3 hours from the Operation Fruit, which is the exact same drop rate, but also has less health than Dragon, so it'd take me longer per round. But the 3 hours where I only got 18 essence kind of broke me on wanting to do this, where I'm doing it how anyone can do it. They just have like boosts and the game passes. It's just a bit too rare. The drop rate by default is way too low. So I'm going to use the title. I'm going to use the setup of armor. So I'm very sorry about that. Otherwise, the video just wouldn't get posted. But okay, let's start doing some Dragon rounds. Hey, 16 right away. Perfect. Nothing. 2. Okay. Got some at least. Nothing. Hey, another 16. Awesome. Nothing. 6. Okay. Nothing. Again. Not a thing. 0. Ooh, 16 again. Awesome. Nil. Nothing. Zilch. Nothing. Hey, 16 again. Awesome. 0. Nothing. 8. Awesome. Nothing. 8. Awesome. awesome. Nothing, 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 0, nothing, nil, nothing, 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 nothing. Ooh, 16, awesome. Nothing, 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 nothing. 12, awesome. Nothing, 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 nothing. 8, awesome. We are getting very, very close. I mean, look at that, 300. I should be done, but for some reason they made it 315. So let's keep going. 2, okay. 13 to go. Nothing, 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 0, nothing, nothing, 0, nothing, 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 4, okay, nothing, 6, okay, we only need 3 more. Oh, we're so close. 2, oh my lord. You can't even run away. Just 1. Oh my gosh, nothing. And there we go. Tad overkill, but 16, we're done. Okay, so before we go ahead and awaken this fruit, I did not get the title. Okay, yeah, the title from the Kaido dungeon is really, really good. So if you get it, it's really worth it. It boosts sword and fruit. But I'm gonna go ahead, let's equip the willpower of king, because the conquer boost is really, really good. And then I'm gonna change my accessories over to, I think we're gonna use Zoro setup, or Loro, sorry. And I want to see how much damage I deal with my current setup, you know, without like the essentially pay to win stuff, like the super mega drop rate. So with this is the best setup I have right now. I want to see how much damage I deal with this before we go ahead and swap over to dragon. Okay, let's test this. So first of all, let's start off with the melee weapon. So just using these abilities by themselves, we deal a nice, 7.93. Then if we use everything else, like gun, fruit, all that, we deal a nice 15.65 trillion damage with this combo. So just swapping over to these was a massive help, my lord. That increased our damage by 6 trillion just by getting this weapon and this gun. Okay, so now that I know how much damage I'm supposed to be dealing, which yet again is a lot. There we go. Do that one more time. Yeah, 15.2 that time. Yeah, a lot of damage. Now it's time to test out dragon. Also, I went ahead and equipped the visuals for the accessories. We look a little goofy, but it works. Yeah, I've used this fruit before. I used this for a while. We go ahead and talk to this NPC. We can go ahead and pay for all the abilities. As you can see, there's really expensive. Awaken every single one. There we go. Now we can go ahead and switch move sets. And now, yeah, we're using awakened fruits. So when you transform with this one, apparently it does kind of transformation. So we will deal less damage if we have a gun and sword equipped, but I'll keep them on for now just to see what the difference is, because there's also another buff if you're using the Kaido's club. It does buff dragon apparently. So I want to test all these things. But first of all, we do have to get some mastery real quick. It would help if I had, there you go. If I hockey on, it would help. Yeah, pretty cool basic set of abilities. The untransformed ones are pretty good. I like that scream. Also audio, forgot. Yeah, there we go. Look at that, or listen to that, I should say. Very good. For the wave and then fire breath. Yeah, really good. Okay, there we go. Maxed out mastery. Let's just go ahead and do it. Just if we press F. There we are. Look at the size of me. If I stop M1ing, oh my lord, this is awesome. This is massive. And it's permanently flying too. Like, I'm not pressing any keys. There's no like pressing a fly. That is amazing. I'm so happy with this. Come on, just fight M1. Oh, our M1's massive. I had like everything in the area. I am not going to be able to test my damage here just because of how big the M1 is. Like, look how much I'm hitting. This is from an M1. But let's see. So we have our Z ability, which is a claw attack. That's really cool. Our X is a roar. That's amazing. Our C is a spin. Ooh, that's nice. And then we have rain. That's nice. Blast breath. That's pretty cool. And then flame dragon. Oh, there we go. That's a buff. So now, okay, I think that should be a buff, I'm guessing. We should deal even more damage now. And okay, I can't swap between stuff. If I awaken, okay, I know I can't because there's a timer on it. So yeah, you literally can't use melees and stuff. Okay, then, so I'm guessing there's a lot of things we got to test. I'm guessing we have to go around every single time though. But because this is fruit-based, we should just go ahead and equip the best fruit set, which is these two and the Thunder God drums. There we go. Okay, 90% fruit damage. We have a bunch of defense speed. I don't have a better title than this one. I will do my content creator title, all that in a minute. I want to see the damage with the actual like possible to get items. And I'm guessing the first test we're going to do is we're going to test completely with just fruit stats and all that, because you can't swap between them. So we're not going to worry about equipping Zoro's outfit for this. But we have to beat 15.2 trillion damage, and has to do it by itself because we can't use stuff with it, at least with the dragon form. But okay, let's test this. Let's test it with everything equipped. So like all the buffs. Demon legs, conquer aura, the music, and then awaken dragon form. And then can I use flame dragon right away? Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. We're flame dragoned up. Let's go ahead and hopefully this hits. I can't really tell like what my range is, but okay. D, X, C, V, and B all by itself. Wow, it's already way higher. Wow, okay. 40 still going. 40.84 trillion with everything equipped. Oh my lord, that's insane. And we can press it all again. I wonder, does this form go away? The flame dragon form? The timer's almost up. Yeah, no, I'm still flame dragon form. Okay. I also have M1s, I forget. The M1s is a whole different thing. I don't normally count them though. Okay, what happens if I press? I can't see anything. What happens if I press flame dragon again? It looks like I just transform a second time? I'm not too sure. Okay. Let's go ahead and unequip the gun this time, because yet again, transformation fruit, so it deals less damage. It deals more damage if you have less stuff equipped. So we're just using those two, and the awakened form and flame dragon. Oh, I'm like in the floor. I was like, what was that? Okay, let's see. Hopefully this works. So Z, X, C, V, and B. Is it better? Why do I look like I'm dealing so much less damage? Did I miss an attack there? 24.95. Let me wait for cooldowns. Okay, do that one more time. What the heck? Is it lower? 25.02. I'm being dumb, I think. Maybe I'm missing an attack. I think I'm missing an attack. Yeah, there you go. I was missing an attack. Okay, it's way higher. Yes, 46.34. I need to be careful where my mouse is, roughly. Or I'm actually aiming at the enemy. Okay, that's amazing. Let's go ahead and kill him. Yeah, make sure I'm aiming where I want to hit. Let's go ahead and unequip the Kaido club now and see how much that increases it by. Okay, so basically just the fruit and the melee, you literally can't unequip it. So this is like fully buffed with no melee, potentially lowering it. Let's see. So Z, X, C, V, B, all going down. I might have missed an attack, but 42, maybe almost 43. Yeah, 42.91. Let's do that one more time just to see if I missed an attack. I'm going to say no. I was pretty on the nose with my mouse there. Okay, so cool. It does deal less damage without the club. So you want to get the club for this thing because it literally buffed the damage by 4 trillion. Okay, so one more thing I want to test. I want to see how much damage I can deal with this thing without transforming into the dragon, just using default moves. I can also technically increase my damage further by getting the Oni race, but I'd much rather have the drop rate that human gives. I'm not going to bother trying to do that. Okay, fully buff ourselves up, and we're just going to use these 5 abilities. We're not going to use the transformation at all, just to see how well this compares. Okay, so Z, X, C, V, B by itself, and we're looking at 6 trillion. Then if we just go ahead and use all of our other weapons alongside it. Yeah, still really good. My lord. 10.4. And then I need to also hit with the F. Yeah, so like 10.55. Much less. You definitely... So my best setup is club, dragon. Let's turn into the dragon so I can just nuke this boss because look how fast it is. Oh, that also does damage when I transform too. That's cool. But my best form is basically what I'm using right now, except I take off the guitar. I learned so much damage. This is awesome. Okay, so now that we know what my top damage is, I want to go ahead and test this with the overpowered stuff I have. Okay, CC title giving me 50% damage boost to the dragon fruit. Okay, or just any fruit. And sword, too. Not like I'm using it, though. Unequip that, and we're going to go ahead and use the Sun God set. There we go. So now we have an additional 25% damage, but also 5% PvE and some crit damage and all that, and crit rate. This does boost my sword by a ton, though, so I'm very curious to see how much it actually increases by in total. But this will be the damage I will be using this fruit with, because that drop rate is much better than having just a tad more damage. I love this transformation. I love that you just can't see anything when it happens. Okay. Hit with all of this. What are we looking at with our damage? Please be a lot. Looks like it's a lot. Wow. 50 trillion. 51.44 trillion damage. Just on the first test, because I do also have that weird crit rate, so I don't even know. Like, this time is going to be different. Like, way different. Yeah, this time it's still higher, but 48. So there's a slight difference. But the DPS is still insane because the first 3 abilities. Hey, we got more essence. Just what I needed. Awesome. I'm very, very happy with this. Our stat increase literally is insane. At the beginning of the video, we had 9.68 trillion using our original setup. Then we went up to 15.2 trillion. This is without CC or Sun God yet again. This is with like the best setup otherwise. And then I went up to 46.34 trillion once we get the Fruit Awakened. I also look really ugly right now, my lord. Yes, also one more test. My friend here gave me the Easter Luffy set to test the damage on with, because it gives 62.5% fruit damage, 25% damage, and 5% PvE. It also gives quite a bit of drop rate, but I much more prefer the other set. But we're going to test the damage on the new Luffy boss, I guess. Okay, let's see. How much health does the boss even have? Does it have enough health? It does. Okay, cool. Well, let's go ahead and B, V, C, X, and Z this boss. Oh my lord, that's so much more. 68.02 with the Easter set. Okay, yeah, Dragon's pretty strong. Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to keep this, but it's his set. I'm gonna give it back now. But yes, I'm very, very happy with where we're at. There's 2 more things for me to do. Yoru V3, which is gonna be much easier now that I do a ton of damage, and good old Gear 5. I'll get around to those eventually.